Change is a-coming. If you're a CEO, if you're an entrepreneur, if you're a solopreneur, it doesn't matter. Change and disruption is coming, and you get a choice. How are you going to handle it? Well, we're going to talk about 3 possible options.
As entrepreneurs and business owners, we know that if we have a clear plan, anything becomes possible. And if you can have a clear plan, a clear process to create that plan, and a way to create clarity with your partner or spouse, you can drive to amazing heights.
All right, so if you're a CEO, solopreneur, entrepreneur, like it or not, we live in some of the most disruptive times ever. Very, very exciting times out there. The 3 primary areas that we're going to see disruption, in my opinion, are going to be 1, we've got machine learning and AI automation. It's going to really disrupt how a lot of the white collar work happens initially. Then it's going to actually roll in more to the blue collar work and how we start becoming more and more sophisticated with how we can handle those things. But we also have supply chain issues. The likelihood of China going through some pretty major growing pains as they implode, just from a population implosion standpoint, pretty strong. You look at the geopolitics of the world, and it's an interesting time. And then we also have the economic. The fact that here in the US, we may be the best horse in the glue factory, but we still spend more, our government spends more money maintaining our debt than anything else now. Just happened to where maintaining our debt becomes the #1 expense. So with this, it means that things are going to start changing, and they're going to start changing a lot faster. And as the senior leader of your organization, you have 3 options. How are you going to handle this? Well, there's one option, which is to do nothing, stick your head in the sand, and hope. The reality is hope is a crappy strategy. And I believe we're going to see more businesses go extinct in the next 5 to 10 years than we ever have. For that very reason that people said, well, we've always done it this way and it's worked. The likelihood of that happening as you go forward is going to go down dramatically. The second way you can do this is, you can just worry about it, acknowledge that it's there, and then say, well, we'll react when things come. If you end up living in a reactionary state, well, we'll just wait and see what happens, and we'll hope for the best, and as it comes, then we'll react when it comes. You're likely going to be behind the 8 ball. And maybe you'll be able to react quick enough, but most organizations won't. The third, and what I believe firmly is your best option, is to be excited about this and realize that with great disruption comes great, amazing, beautiful, wonderful opportunities. However, with this, it's going to require you to use a very different skill set, where you actually start to take more time to invest that time to think. My next video is going to be on thinking and how you actually invest that time and energy to do that well. But remembering that one of the primary things when I'm working with a CEO is helping that person have the permission to, just because they can do something doesn't mean they should. How do they invest that time and energy to breathe, step back, and really look downfield and be very, very proactive and very, very intentional with how they're doing those things? When you start investing that time and energy to look further downfield, look at what the trends are happening, look where things are going, and start to anticipate where you should be, then you're going to be able to actually start to thrive. You'll become very proactive and thrive at it. I love the old idea from Wayne Gretzky, the great hockey great. He said the trick wasn't to be where the puck was. The trick was to be where the puck was going to be. If you can start thinking in disruptive times, more along that line for your business, for your industry, your likelihood of being able to rise above it and thrive grows exponentially. All right, so hopefully you had some value with this. If you did, please reach out. Look forward to hearing from you.